Alright guys, so Puka back here for more D-Rank's King of Thrones. Here spawning in the top left hand corner as the yellow Zerg will be Birdie, who is the current king after taking down Mama her last game in game 2. And then the bottom right hand corner as the orange Terran, it'll be Obelisco. A little background on these players. I have absolutely no idea who Obelisco is. I think I might have casted a couple of his games back in Clan League. I just don't know what team he's from, as his ID has nothing, no clan associated with him. Birdie's more of a newer caster dude, icon dude for Brood War. More recently from New Zealand. And yeah. He's been casting a lot of D-Ranks, Team League, and stuff like that back in the D-Ranks. It's kind of where I started out as well. So we'll see if he continues doing that. But yes, and he's the current king, so all that pretty important stuff. And he's a Zerg player. And I apologize, Obelisco. I just don't know who you are. I apologize. But cross positions on circuit breakers. Let's look at this map a little bit. Your third or your natural, excuse me, it's pretty easy to take. So you really shouldn't have a difficult time dealing with this. You can get like 5 sunkens right here. You can really shut down any kind of bio play really easily. Following that up, it's cross positions as well, which just helps out Zerg even more. That third base though is mineral only, so it kind of depends. It kind of depends on what Zerg's route of tech really wants to be. Do they go for a really high ultra composition? Or do they go more of like a lurker where they don't need as many, doesn't need as much gas and minerals for it? I get more Ling lurker style. If you're going for like a more mid game army versus like you're just gonna go straight in the late game if you want to tech that far. We'll have to see. I don't know what Birdie's really playstyle is. I mean, we've only seen his ZVP recently, and he didn't really have like a really good build order at all. But he was kind of playing more, how do I say, responsive Zerg than, say, just pure build orders. He was kind of like, well, there's an opening, so I'm gonna go do a Ling bus, and that's what happened last game. So, with that, looking back at Obelisco's base right here, looks like it's gonna be a 1-Rax FE. Not even trying to wall off or anything like that, but hell, whatever. You can do the CC before depot. I never do 1-Rax FEs, just simply because I always die to like Lings, because like D-Ranks, like on ladder people will just like 9-pull speed you, and then it's just like, well, what the fuck, man? Like, and then it's literally ICOP, low level ICOP is like, well, how do you deal with 9-pull with speed? And my micro is not good. I know how you deal with it. You have awesome go-to SCV micro, but I just don't have it. And even if I do it well, there's just so many links in my base again. So I always do one base builds than anything else. But the scouting probe scouting drone, excuse me, will die. And no more bio being produced at the moment. And a little bit high in the minerals as well. Is he gonna go mech? Or is this gonna be the Academy eBay build, and then you throw down like all the rest of your barracks later on? We'll find out. But, what's Zerg doing? Zerg has gotten gas, went for a lair before. Getting the hydrogen a little, actually no, that's a perfect hydrogen timing. So he's gonna go for like 2-hatch lurker. Here, this is one of mine, when I play random, this is kind of like my favorite thing to do against Terran. Generally, like, it's an all-in. And there's really nothing that Obelisco is gonna be able to really do to stop this. We might get a scenario where the Vulture speed might come into play, and then like this 2-hatch lurker actually may not work because of mech play. Generally, it's good against bio play, or maybe it's just going Hydras for all we know. But generally, this timing normally means lurker aspect, and that's exactly what Obelisco is gonna. I mean, excuse me, what Birdie's gonna be doing here. And yes, this is something that I really like to do as well. I think I have like an 80% win rates against Terrans when I random Berserk against doing this. Now, generally, I mean, obviously they don't really know what's coming either, so they kind of play extra safe as well. And for whatever reason, they still die. It's not really that hard, and we're gonna have 2-port Wraith coming out actually. So, Definitely not, like, the best build order differences, because, I mean, Hydras are out, and they're generally good against Wraith, because Wraith really suck. Well, compared to anything ground, at least. Anything that shoots in the air is really good against Wraith, so, you know, I don't know. It's gonna have to come down to if Birdie doesn't lose all of his overlords to Obelisco's Wraith that are rallying across the map here. And we already have a couple lurkers morphing right here. And this is going to be the standard timing right here. We already have a couple bunker shots, though. This is actually really nice, though, by what Obelisco's actually already planning. Because Obelisco, losing that Vulture unnecessarily. I'm not sure if there is Ling Speed out already. No, there's not, so that Vulture could have gotten away if you'd like to. Spider Mines, though, like, that's what you're going to need right now. But no Machine Shop right now. But really going heavy on the bunkers, though. And this is how you really defend off a 3-hatch lurker, or 2-hatch lurker, excuse me. Just bunker up. Like, that's all you have to do, because Zerg is so far behind after this point. You're in worlds of trouble. Oh, but, I mean, just losing these kind of things unnecessarily. Will the repairs work right here? Lings are doing nothing. The lurkers are here, but they're already turned up for detection right here. And this is not going to work by Birdie at all. Nice defense by Obelisco right here and doing nothing. And, you know, Obelisco isn't going to be in such a lead now, especially with the 2-port Wraith. And, I mean, Birdie's going to have nothing back at home. It's not like he's not producing stuff, but he's going to go for a drop play, oddly, of all things, but that's not going to work. Because, well, Wraith are going to be out. He's getting Cloak Wraith, actually. But does Obelisco actually know where Birdie is? Yes, he does, yeah. He knows where Birdie is. Something's happening over here. No, it's not. Alright, and Birdie's, oddly enough, actually going to go up to another hatch. Well, it's like, well, if you're already all in, go all in, I guess. Stage 2 of the all in. But without Overlord, I just don't think it's going to work, because how are the Overlords even going to get around these Wraiths? And Birdie's not going to be happy when he sees these Wraiths out. And it just gives him a lot of flexibility. And this can just stall for time. I mean, he can put down another, like, 6 barracks if you want, or whatever. 5 more barracks, and then just follow up with a counter push, and then what does Birdie have in terms of economy? I mean, look at this. Nothing on the... Nothing... I mean, let's actually just look at this. So we can actually... I can actually tell you the numbers right here. We have... No, that's me. Birdie has 18 drones to 33 SCVs. Like, that's how all in it is. He has... I mean, Birdie has equivalent... I mean, excuse me. Obelisco actually has double the economy right now. Not just in terms of workers, but as well that he's actually mining off of 2 bases. But these Wraiths aren't doing anything, which is really bothering me. These Wraiths really should be doing some kind of damage right now. Picking off these Overlords or something, but gonna miss it. And I can't say, like, it's, like, his fault for, like, missing an Overlord, but, like, get inside that base, do some drone damage. I mean, it's not like there's a whole lot there. And if there is Overlords, just snipe them off with Cloak. And then, like, it just forced the GG by Birdie, but with these Wraiths doing nothing... Okay, no, okay, this is... Okay, okay, this is where probably tells the difference between D rank and C rank. C ranks would probably go attack the opponent's base at this point, not just try to kill off, you know, incoming Overlords. That's smart, but you don't need all your Wraiths, because you can just kill stuff off in the main base. Go in there, Cloak, kill off the spawning Overlords, and then he can't do anything about it. I mean, these Wraiths have plenty of energy to go Cloak right now, and I'm still not understanding why he wouldn't do that. And he's still making 2-port Wraith. Again, there we go. That's what I was saying. He's starting to have the text transition, getting tanks as well. Probably won't make any more. Probably won't make any more to that time. But these Wraiths aren't actually are really doing nothing. They're not containing Zerg where they really should be. And I hope that... Oh, this is not good at all for Obelisco, though. Okay, finally Obelisco is going to go in here. So just gonna micro 1 drones down. But look at this, though. Look at the choke points that he's made himself happen. If these overlords get to here, there's no way in hell Bio's gonna be effective against like 4 lurkers. But this should have happened long ago. I mean, I guess he wanted as much to like one-shot a drone. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Because all you have to do is kill off the overlords, and then eventually you can just start killing off Hydras with their cloak. And, I mean, Birdie has nothing. This, I mean, Birdie can do a good amount of damage down here where I don't think Obelisco is really going to be able to defend this because there's nothing in position and Bio is not going to do very well against this. But, yeah, Obelisco is probably going to take this game because what does Birdie have now? Bam! 40 SCVs to 7 drones. I really don't know why Birdie's still in this game right now. But here we go. That's a little artificial choke point like I was talking about earlier. Can actually kill off the comm side if you'd like to as well, and there's really no way for him to save this base unless just to lift it off. Another way to come back home though, so if he does scan, he can probably save it, but he's just getting comm set now. So if is he actually really not gonna, wow, that's a lot of lings. But I don't think he's not gonna lift up a CC for whatever reason, for some odd reason, but he'll just scan immediately. There he goes down the scan. Goodbye. You know, he actually has mobile detection already. So, and we have a lot of lings in here. We see a lot of red blood, but that means the counter push from Birdie, or the 2-prong attack did not work by Birdie. And does Birdie actually think he can come back from this? I mean, no offense, but I mean, he has like no economy. And the production capabilities of a 2-base Terran and Terran versus Zerg is absolutely just astronomical and crazy. And Birdie just does not know when to quit, I guess. I guess that's, but we saw Wraith in action. And, yeah. This would have looked completely different, though, if Hydras were in the main base to defend, and he just, wow. Okay, so Birdie doesn't actually GG. Well, he might have GG'd out of the game, but anyway, what I was just trying to talk about, though, is that this could have looked a lot different if Hydras were stationed in the main base, if Obelisco attacked earlier on with the Wraith when they really weren't doing anything, there's just a lot of things that probably could have been tweaked in this game, which I think made it odd, because I just don't genuinely, I don't know. I feel like a 2-hash lurker would have been a lot more successful. It should have been a lot more successful because of the amount of teching that Obelisco was doing. But the defense by Obelisco was really, really nice. So it's just a 2-hash lurker just wasn't enough. What actually could have happened though, when I'm thinking about this, if he moved the lurkers in position to kill off the turret, then what could have Obelisco done? But anyway, that's going to be game number 3, guys. We'll be back for game number 4 very shortly, guys. Thanks for watching again, and have a nice day, guys. Puka signing out. Peace.